One of the most striking things about Disney's Animal Kingdom is the natural habitat the animals live in. Walt Disney Imagineers traveled to the far reaches of Africa and then brought to life the dense jungle environment of the Pangani Forest Exploration Trail and the vast savanna that is Kilimanjaro Safaris.
Head out on the highway, looking for adventure, and whatever comes our way. Born to be wild.
I'm an animal park aficionado, and I thought this was the best one I've ever been to, because in addition to just seeing the animals, it really gave you a full flavor of what it's like to be on a safari in Africa.
It's an incredible ride. It's exciting.
It was very, very exciting. I like going around and seeing all the different kinds of animals, and there were a lot that I didn't expect to see because I've never seen a giraffe or an elephant actually up that close before.
I like seeing the animals in the wild with the greenery and that sort of stuff. I probably like the safari part best because I had a friend that went over to Africa and talked about that, so it was interesting to be able to do it without leaving the country.
Because the animals are real, and because the situations and the stories about the animals that we tell are real, the places that we've created have more of a look of reality about them.
We're actually in the village of Harambe right now, and this is on the east coast of Africa. All of the architecture here is genuine to Africa. We also enhance that with our cultural representatives. Guests are more than welcome to interact with all of them, and we encourage the cast to be proactive with them, and that way they can ask about their cultures and so forth. And what we like to call the heartbeat of the park are Kilimanjaro Safaris. It takes them through an Africa savanna. It's about 100 acres, and we have a little over probably 300 animals.
I like the baby hippos and stuff in the water. Those were real interesting to see because you don't see those every day, just anywhere. And plus, we're from Ohio, so therefore, you don't see wild animals anywhere.
One of our goals really is for people to come to this place, have the wonderful, fun experience, yet learn what it's like to be among the animals. When you go out on the Kilimanjaro Safari ride, you enter Africa. It's incredible. And we want people to experience what it's like there, and through that experience, seeing the animals performing the behaviors that they do naturally. We have really representative of what you would see if you were in that area of the world. Hippos, rhinos, elephants, giraffe, a number of forest and plains antelope. Did I mention lions, cheetahs, warthogs? I think the most fun part of learning is seeing how the animals utilize the habitats that we've been able to provide for them and how quickly they adapt to them.
I think the habitats here are unique in the fact that the animals do have lots of different choices and lots of different behavioral opportunities. The elephants, for example, their exhibit is 6.5 acres, so they have the opportunity to actually roam, and socially, the best part about it is they can choose to be social with the other animals, or they can actually separate themselves, which is, I think, the best way to provide a social environment.
We thought that the first day we let the elephants out, we'd never see them again, because it's like, hey, we're released to nirvana and we're not coming back. And yet they went out, they foraged through the day. At the end of the day, we called them, boom, right back inside, no problem at all. In fact, they were tired.
I don't think there's many places that you can see animals interacting with their environment, eating trees, rolling around in wallows. I mean, the fact is these animals have this huge salad bar that all they do is serve up all day long, foraging and doing what they do best.
I am Joe Rimler. I'm the manager of the 4-H warehouse at the Disney Animal Kingdom. The 4-H warehouse supplies food to all the animals at the Animal Kingdom. We not only deliver hay and grain products to a lot of the hoofstock buildings, but we also prepare individual diets for a lot of our smaller animals.
Fabulous food, fabulous food.
This is actually our food prep area. On this side of the table is where we do all of our primate preparation, and on the other side of the table is where we do our mammal preparation. And behind me is where we do all of our meat preparation. We deliver and prepare 6,460 pounds of food a day. And we also supply about 2,800 pounds of browse material a day. This is our browse cooler, and this is pretty much what we're talking about, browse. And this is where we feed a lot of our animals in their habitats so that they don't actually eat everything in their habitat. It also provides a lot of natural behaviors, what the animal would do in foraging and would naturally actually eat in the wild. The giraffes generally get a pelleted food and alfalfa hay. The biggest problem we have with the giraffes is making sure they have lots and lots of browse. Elephants, you can feed them forever. We feed 1,000 pounds of fresh-cut grass, browse, to all 8 elephants every day. The biggest thing with the gorillas is occupying their time. So basically with the gorillas, we always take and hide lots of foods around their exhibit so that they continually have to search for, different items throughout their habitat.
Right now you are in the Pangani Exploration Trail, which is a really neat area. It's themed to look kind of like a research camp where we're training students how to do field research on animals in the wild. There's quite a variety of animals here. We have some really, really small animals, naked mole rats, which are some of my favorites, and then we have some big animals like hippos in the underwater viewing area. There's some hoofstock, a beautiful aviary full of birds, and then of course here we have 2 troops of gorillas. I've learned quite a bit about gorillas and how very similar they are to ourselves. I think that there is so much more that we can learn from animals, and this is such a great environment for them to be in, for us to watch those specific behaviors and to learn from them. And I think we'll learn a little bit about ourselves as well.